Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex all pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that brain.
I might see it on the trailer if he's Johnny Cage or Mortal Kombat 2, because I know they announced it when they started talking about that, and they was talking about how Miz could possibly be on Mortal Kombat 2.
You know what would be cool if he's like Johnny Cage and then Maurice can play like Sonya, not
That
Sonya
would be
Blade, but
crazy.
like is that Sonya? Is it Sonya Blade?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you talking about? Yeah, I know what you talking about.
yeah.
She cold too. I seen her
I got her name
on
right.
Evolution. I was like, man, yep, no problem. Have to.
Yeah, that'll be fire. That'll be fire.
Yeah, but what up though? What's happening? What's happening?
Man, let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it, man. So the WWE is cooking.
Oh yeah,
They are
they cooking
cooking.
with a proper frying pan. I tell you that.
Yep.
With a proper
So
frying pan.
before we get into the cooking aspect, I want to touch on um Pat McAfee right quick, right? Pat McAfee came out. He did like a little interview with some dude. I guess the dude was asking him a question on his podcast about why he stepped away from WWE. Have you watched it?
Uh, I watched it, but at the same time, the way Pat McAfee worked, he always come back after college football is done. So, you know what I mean. I take whatever he be saying with a grain of salt because he always comes back anyway.
Right.
So this is around the same time he be doing that because college football is about to be popping in like 2 weeks, and he always be involved in that all the time. So that's why I'm like, all right, well, but that's why I'm like, whatever he say as far as like the WWE and him being tired and stuff like that is like, yeah, I hear that. But if you about to be fully energetic for this college football season, was you really tired?
Right.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I agree. I
what you
agree.
say?
I think he's going to do that, but I also kind of like do get like what he was talking about as far as like how they do the schedule and how it can be that's tiresome and want to spend time with your wife, your kid, things like that. And the WWE a lot of times, not saying that they do it all the time, but they don't afford you the time that's necessary for you to have that time off, right? Um,
But
so I was like, I respected him for saying that, but yeah, to your point, he'll probably come back.
yeah, I mean, plus you signed up for that. Like the WWE roster compared to the commentator, that's two different things. You know what I'm saying? Like when
Yeah,
you're on the roster and you're wrestling, you get those maybe every 2 weeks off because there's so many people on there. Commentator don't get that resting. You know that, and they don't. They only got what they got they got the commentator, the people. You got Pat McAfee, you got Michael Cole, you got what's my boy Wade Barrett, and then you got what's Corey Graves. You can't rotate
yeah.
that much to the point to where you get to see your family all the time. Like, come on, bro. You knew this.
No, I don't think he was saying that he doesn't enjoy it. Like obviously he loves to travel and things like that, and is obviously a big wrestling fan. But I think what he was saying was he was doing so much, not so much about the commentary, but like, okay, for instance, the WWE is asking you, hey, can we have you do this, 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 and then you get prior to Monday Night Raw, and it's like somewhat you're kind of like going through this mental burnout, not because you're trying to be like I can do it, like he's able to do that, but you're doing that for so much to the point where it can become like a lot of times, like say for instance, you're traveling so much to the point where there is no days off. You're not spending time with your family, you're not spending time with your wife, your kid, whatever it is, and you're away all the time to the point where when will be the time when you're able to have that time off? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like he's saying the WWE forced him out of his no, he wanted to do that. I agree with you. He definitely wanted to do that. He had a desire for doing that, and he will come back to doing that again. It's just for right now,
Pat
there's
McAfee
nothing
don't.
wrong with having a bit of a mental break for all that.
Pat McAfee don't got no
That's what I'm trying to
excuse.
get
He signed up for all of that. The contract that WWE has probably gave Pat McAfee has not changed ever. He just all of a sudden starting to get burnt out because of all this other stuff he do with ESPN and all of that. But you signed up for that. You knew all this stuff was going to be on there. Like we liked it when you popped up for the
it.
pay-per-views. We liked it when you popped up for stuff like that. Nobody told you to
Right.
be full-time Raw. Nobody told you that. Nobody told you to be on Raw full-time. You signed up for that. We didn't tell you that. We could be like, bro, we was cool with you on pay-per-views and special occasions. Pat McAfee, cool. You
Mhm.
accepted it to do it full time, bro. That's on you. Knowing good and well every morning you on with AJ Hawk doing all the other stuff with all your other people. So that's why I'm like, when you doing all of that, bro, you signing up for all of that. What's going on? So that's why I'm like, he don't really got no excuse. He can't blame the WWE. How you gonna blame the WWE when you got a busy schedule before WWE even got involved? You was already on
Hmm.
TV.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, like, some people just be coming up with excuses. That got to find somebody to blame. I'm like, no, blame yourself for overbooking yourself. Don't put that on.
I
Oh, I want to
definitely
spend
did
time
though.
with my kids. Oh, I'm just like, oh, you was spending good time with your wife and your kids the whole time before you even signed the WWE contract. That's what I'll be saying. It's a lot of people who be chasing money, but they don't understand how much time it take when you go chase that money.
No, I'm not saying I don't think he's begrudging about them or that he's not taking like
So why is
he
it
was
brought up then?
he was
Why is Pat McAfee saying anything about the WWE then? If that's
because
the
he was
case.
asked because he was asked why did he step away or why is he stepping away for right now
But
at the very time, but he said he'll be back.
but
He's just saying that for himself right now, to your point, it's the college football season. He probably want to go back to that. Once he get done with that, then that's when he's probably more available to come back to WWE,
but what's
right?
the difference between that and do you know
Uh,
that the college what he do in the college is way more than what he does in the WWE. So if you're talking about you're
I get
tired, but yet you about to be with college, it's more energy. He do way more for college than he do for the WWE. So if you tired, what's the real truth though? Because when you do college, it's light. The schedule is lighter than what you do for the WWE. So what
that.
is what is your real reason? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, all you gonna do is get on the microphone and do what you did in that interview with that dude on TV every Saturday. That's the same thing you was doing for Raw. So what's the difference? So that's what I'm saying. Like, why did you even say anything about the WWE at all? We already
Maybe it's
know.
because
We
maybe
already, we
you
already know your schedule is like that, bro.
yeah,
We already know what you do.
right,
We
right,
already
right,
know
right, right,
what you're
right,
known
right.
for. So you should have never said anything like that. Nobody
I'm glad you asked that
cares
question
about
though.
you not being on the microphone, bro. Nobody
So I'm
cares.
glad you asked that question. I'm glad you asked that question based off of like what he's doing with that whole entire thing. Maybe the difference is when he's doing that, he's perhaps more flexible doing that whole entire gig and whatnot over when he's doing the commentary thing. That could be the reason. That could be one of the reasons. I don't think it's so much
But
of
that don't
a
make
oh
sense.
get WWE out here. I'm doing it for the money grab, boom, boom, boom. No, like he's a fan. Obviously, he loves the product. Things like that. But I think he might feel like when he's doing that time, to your point, and then you made a good point about how light it is. I think that's the reason. It's because it's more flexible for him to do. He can prioritize that as much as he can. Like when you add on to the wrestling and add on to all the other stuff, it could be. I'm just saying it could be a bit mentally taxing. That's
No,
not what I'm. I'm not saying I'm disputing or against what you're saying because you have a great point too. It could be more to it that meets the eye as far as that overall reason. But I'm just offering like perhaps maybe that could be the reason as well.
no. Well, my opinion, I don't think so
Yeah,
because of
go
the
ahead.
fact that when you look at college football, it starts at
Mm-hmm.
12 o'clock. So if it starts at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, you're up at 6 and 7 o'clock trying to get all this sport information together. WWE don't start till 7 or 8 o'clock at night and it's only 2 hours long. He don't got no excuse. He don't got one. He don't got one. It takes more draining in football than it does in the WWE because WWE, that stuff is plotted. Even though they might be freestyling at the commentator table, that stuff is plotted. Football ain't plotted. You got to look up stats for like 100 and some teams. You talking about everybody,
Right.
not just one spot. That's more draining. Now I understand he probably would like that more because he used to be a football player, but at the same time,
Right.
don't use the WWE as excuse, not an excuse, but of your reason of your dream. This is the reason why. Oh, I stepped away because you bring your wife and kids into this. Like, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that because we all know that Jakarta's college schedule is way worse than the WWE. It's way
Mm-hmm.
worse. It's way worse. Like,
I got
salute to
you.
Pat McAfee, but he just gotta. You gotta be honest, bro. You gotta be honest, like, bro. Come on, bro. Especially because you're not wrestling. You just on the doing. You know what I'm saying? And you asked to be a part, bro. You asked to be a part. The
Right.
WWE probably gave you a nice bag to do that for that thing, and you said yeah. They probably didn't re-offer the bag again. Your contract might be up for that time being or whatever. So you
Mm-hmm.
instead of saying like, "Well, my contract is up, I ain't signing it" or whatever, you just like, "Oh, well, no, well, I've just stepped away." Like, bro, how come can the if
Mm-hmm.
the WWE is paying you, can they really allow you to just step away if you're getting paid?
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? If you're getting
I
paid, you
get
can't
that.
just step away because you want to step away. It don't work like that.
Yeah.
Like no, and especially if the WWE didn't want to bring up Corey Graves anyway. If that's the
I
case,
heard
they could
about
have
that
kept
Corey
Corey
Graves.
Graves
Yeah,
the whole
because
time.
we remember. We remember. Oh yeah, this is like the point piece because if memory serves me correctly,
Yeah,
months ago, Corey Graves went out on Twitter and was spazzing out on WWE for the fact that
exactly.
he had put so much effort and put so much work in. And he's
Crashing
like,
out.
why am I being relegated towards NXT as opposed to being on Raw SmackDown, where I could be on there with Michael Cole? And we know how good Corey Graves is on
Corey
commentary. We know
Graves
how
good.
great he is.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
incredible. He's very witty, very well timed. He's funny when he wants to be. So it's
Right.
like when you took him out of the equation and you add me now granted, Pat and Michael Cole's chemistry is off the charts. They're
Oh yeah, of
incredible.
course.
I will
Yeah,
give that.
facts.
Like Michael Cole is so. Here's what I'm trying to get at. Right when he said what he said, I had to reevaluate my thought process. I didn't see it from your lens, and your lens actually makes complete sense. I completely get it. From my lens, I was seeing it as okay. I could see the burnt out of this. Here's what I'm trying to get at. Right
Uh,
when he came to WWE, when Pat McAfee came to WWE, he initially was just coming there as like I don't know, like a sports broadcaster, whatever he was doing there. Like he would be in the NC shows, like hyping up what NC would do around time, and then he was a fan, you know what I'm saying? And eventually he started doing commentary within the WWE. I
mm-hmm.
think he started doing commentary, if I'm not mistaken, back in 2021, right? And from my opinion, for right now, I feel like in 2021 and 2022 and even into 2023, Pat McAfee was hot. He was doing great.
Mm-hmm.
I think he started to somewhat dwindle last year and even up until this year, not because he wasn't doing great, but because you can see some of his energy starting to dwindle a bit. And the energy that he had for 2021, 2022, 2023 showed that was like his primitive years when he was really, really on it. Like he was calling Brock Lesnar the alpha male of our species, Braun Strowman, SOB. The man was dancing on the on the announce tables in front of Michael Cole when Nakamura's music would come out, and Rick Boogs would come out, and he would hype up the crowd and this, that, and third. So Pat's energy you saw through the screen, and that was one. Like not saying he was the first one to do it, but he brought some of that energy somewhat back to WWE when it came to being a commentator. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was doing that for a while. So what I'm trying to get at is maybe somewhere down the line it became tiresome. Maybe somewhere down the line doing Raw back to back, you know, in between taking breaks here and there, started to become a bit much. And maybe he was kind of slowing down quite a bit. So what I'm saying is maybe he's taking a break now for himself mentally to go about like recharging his brain so that when he comes back, he's a lot more fresher. I don't think he like. Let me ask you: do you feel like he was still being fresh this year, or even up until last year, though? I mean, from last year, I mean, as well.
Pat McAfee hasn't changed. Like when you look at commentating, the energy of the commentating don't make the wrestling. So it don't matter if he was dead or if he wasn't dead. The fact of the matter is Michael Cole is the face. Now, if Michael Cole's turning down, that's a different situation. You got Pat McAfee there. That's cool as a piggyback, but at the same time, Pat McAfee didn't make the show any better just because he was yeeting with Jay Uso and doing all of that. So I'm like, bro, no. Pat
Right.
McAfee is just there in the seat. Like you cool. Your seat can be taken, just like Corey Graves went in there and they continued on with the show. Wade Barrett right there
Mm-hmm.
continued on with the show. Like, bro, at the same time, everybody's bringing the same energy. It's just Pat McAfee got a name. I'm not saying he better
Yeah,
than Bray. I'm not saying he better than Wade Barrett. I don't think he's better than Wade Barrett. My opinion. I love
I'm gonna tell you
Wade
somebody
Barrett.
I thought
I
that
love.
was really
I
good, but that they got rid of. But I can understand why to a degree. Mauro Ranallo. I thought Mauro Ranallo was fantastic on commentary.
exactly. And
He
that
was
came out of
incredible.
nowhere. That dude came out
He
of
was,
nowhere. I'm like,
and
man, who was he?
I love Mauro
And it
Ranallo. I
worked.
love Mauro Ranallo because one of the reasons why I love him so much was because first of all, he would name out the moves. So a lot
Yeah,
of times more so than any
yeah,
other commentator
yeah,
would. And then
yeah.
two, he was always up to date with what was going on with the culture. So he always talked about he would mention a hip hop reference or two, a movie reference,
Yes,
a
he
TV show
would.
reference. He
Yep.
would always do that.
Yeah,
And so to me, I'm like, that's dope because
yeah.
to this day there ain't been no commentator that's done that. Now every so
Exactly. He
often you
brought a
might see
different energy to the joint. Yep.
yes,
You right.
yes. So that's the one commentator I wish WWE would bring back. I'm like, bruh,
Yeah, I like
bring
him.
Mauro back. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I
there was
like
rumors
him.
going on that him and JBL had gotten into it, and that JBL supposedly bullied him. And I guess Mauro's mental health didn't process that well because he has bipolar disorder. And so something weird was going on with that whole entire thing. They had to move him from SmackDown back to NXT, and then he ended up leaving and did boxing, which by the way, he's still killing it. Don't get it twisted. I love Mauro now to this day, but I always felt like when he was in WWE, he knew to say the wrestler's moves. He knew to get them over. His hit, like the way he will react when the move was done. Like, come on, bro. Like he was
Yeah.
incredible. So to a degree, I will say I do miss Mauro Ranallo for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I completely agree with you over that. Absolutely. You got some really, really good points. This is why I love talking with you.
I got something to say real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
They need to bring back the Raw theme song from 2000.
Hold on. They got to bring back what?
The Raw theme song from the year 2000.
I'm trying to remember what it was.
Me too. I'm trying to think about that for a second.
The
They
Raw
just
theme
performed.
song for 2000.
The person who made it just performed recently.
The Raw theme song.
I gotta hear it. If you find it, send me the link. I want to hear it because I don't remember what it was. Because I like the Raw joint from back in the day, like in the 90s. I like that one too. But then there was the Attitude Era one that
Good about
sounded
freedom.
cold. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I gotta find
And
out.
just saying,
I'm trying to
just
think of that Raw theme song you're talking about, BZ. Is that it's the one where when Raw first came around?
Yeah,
and just say, look it up real quick.
yeah. It was on the. I think it was on the video game too.
Okay, I got you.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think I
I
like
definitely talking
honestly. I
about.
think I was real more of a fan of the Monday Nitro music. Honestly, that Monday Nitro music was
Who's that
fire.
one Raw?
LWC though.
and just say, you can look it
What's
up
up,
for
bro?
me real quick.
I
I said, if you can look it up for me real
I
quick,
gotta
as soon
see.
as
I
it's easy.
gotta hear it. I gotta
Yeah,
remember.
let me see. Give me 1 second. Yup. I will say some of the WWE's older theme songs were definitely. I love. Oh, you know what was another good Raw theme song? Burning. I think it was by Nickelback. I forget the name of that song, but back in 2009. That Raw theme song was hard too.
Yeah, they got a couple. They got a
Yeah, bro.
couple. That Here Now and
Let me
Forever
see.
joint. They got. I don't know. I don't know.
Finish.
So that's the
I
intro.
don't
That's
know.
the opening intro. That's that has to do with the theme song. That's the intro.
Well, what's the theme song? Don't the theme song come on after that?
It's the Travis Scott joint. The
Yeah, I
4x4
don't
joint.
even rock with that one.
I know. It's a 4x4 joint, bro. That's what it is. Raw. Are you talking about Raw as War, Larry?
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. I know exactly which one you talking about. Yeah, you right. You right. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. The Raw's War. I know exactly which one you're talking about. You right. I'm in agreement.
Yeah, it's hard. That is hard. I think the reason why they keep moving on is because they don't want to come across as being outdated when it comes to their source material.
Right.
But at the same time, if we're clamoring for them to go about changing this, like, bro, well, you should consider that. But I guess they probably ain't gonna care. They're gonna do what they gotta do. I think the reason why Hunter factor in Travis Scott is because Travis Scott is of the times that are now, as far as like how hip hop
No,
is.
he's not. He's
No,
not
that's
at
why
all.
I'm saying that's why he's probably looking at it and viewing it. We don't probably do that. That's why
Travis Scott is outdated.
Oh,
I don't even listen to him no more.
oh. Travis Scott is outdated. Is a hot take, but I don't rock with
That's
Travis
a
Scott or
big hot
nothing.
take.
So I don't rock with none of his music ever anyway. So yeah, but it's a hot take.
He had a couple good songs and a couple good verses. That was it. For real. Travis Scott is a one-hit wonder.
Larry be coming with them one-liners, boy. He be
Yes,
coming
he
with them
do.
one-liners, boy.
Yes, he do. I'm gonna let him have it. You want to cut Travis Scott? Go right ahead, be my guest, bro. Go ahead. I ain't saying nothing.
He be
I
getting him. He be cooking.
don't care if he hear this. He can contact me. We can have a whole versus battle. I got songs that would make whatever he playing look like kids, right?
Cooking, Larry.
He really want to talk? Let's do that.
Cook him.
Because to be honest, we can't even understand what he be saying because he's so much unemployed. Like, come on now. He's not that good. I don't know how he got this far. But
Yeah, I
trying
don't
to
know how. Yeah, the Rock gassed that. The Rock gassed him. Triple H gassed him. I don't, man, bro. Yeah, don't get me to tripping on this guy.
that's the only reason why he's relevant.
I'm just not understanding that if you get the theme music, all of a sudden you become a character on the roster and you just be able to fight. Like what? Just because you
Yeah.
got the theme music? Bad Bunny did the same thing, but Bad Bunny was legit though.
There are some, excuse me. There are some people that feel like Travis should never have been at that. When John Cena had turned heel, people were like he was so completely outplaced. And some people have said that takes away from that moment from being also great. I'm like, I don't want to say it took away from it being great, but I can see the point of him being outplaced. Though. He didn't
Hold
need
on,
to be
it
there.
took away for what being great?
It said John Cena's heel turn when he was there for the whole entire heel turn happening. Like it took him being there took away from him being like greatest of all time.
No,
Like that. I'm like,
no,
what?
that definitely didn't
No,
take
you
it away.
tripping.
Yeah, that ain't
It did
take it
not take it
away.
away whatsoever.
The turn on his
No, it did
own
not.
it was lit. There was nothing that could stop that turn. They ain't
Because they
take it
hated that he
away. That's
got
weird.
involved and like Cody Rhodes' ear and busted, allegedly he busted his eardrum, things like that. So people were like, why would y'all put him in there? He's unsafe. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all, he don't care. F him. All that sort of stuff.
The wrestler is ready to jump on him because he really did bust Cody Rhodes' eardrum.
Yeah. Cody was hurt. Yep, and you're gonna be professional. You gotta be professional with it. You can't, hit it too hard to the point where you're gonna try to hurt the man's life. Well, he couldn't hit no more. Like, that's your fault. That's your fault.
You're not even really supposed to hit them.
No, you're not. You understand it's fake, right, bro?
Yeah.
You know. Really.
Like the only thing you make physical contact as far as hitting is the chops. That's about it.
Yep.
You're not supposed to, in your punching, you're not really supposed to make contact. You have to make it look like you make contact.
Now, if he had put on in the back of his neck, or like say, like even towards the lower part of his head, and not hit it so hard at the very least, then okay, whatever, cool. You know what I'm saying? Clay could take that and eat it with no problem. But you're talking about a man's ear. Like you smacked the man's ear down. You know what I'm saying? That's and then you hit it too hard. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, like, bro, they're trained professionals for a reason. Like that injury can happen at any given point in time. We understand that, but come on, bro. Like you get involved in the business and not knowing what to do. See what they should have done was train him before he hit all of it. Watch the
Yeah.
guy
But
on him
but
about
that's
it.
what that
Get the guy on
but
him about it.
but that's what I'm saying. How do y'all know that he didn't get trained though?
If he did, why would you? Here's my thing. If
Because
he got trained on
we
it, he
didn't
should
seen
have
so
been
many.
safer then.
We seen Braun Strowman go in there and hit Brock Lesnar wrong way, but he's trained. We can't judge that.
Oh yeah. With
You
that
can't
body,
judge that.
that
Jay,
we're going.
yeah, if somebody then did a bump that was too hard or too whatever, you can't judge that because it came off wrong. I'm like, they practice it the whole time. Everything don't go properly the right time, but Brock Lesnar was just capable of checking him back right then and there. But he kicked Brock Lesnar wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you can't say that he wasn't trained. He might have just been in under, you know what I'm saying? Might have just overwhelmed himself and just hit him at the wrong spot or
Well, I got
whatever
so
at the wrong time.
That's why I got really excited when he did that. He probably got really excited. I'm in the WWE agreement with
And I
Trump.
think that's the reason why.
Come on.
I think that's the reason why Cody Rhodes ain't went over there and flipped on him all crazy. It's because he probably was like, bro, it was an accident. He ain't purposely did that junk on purpose.
Oh no, Cody was mad.
People took it as him doing it on purpose for some reason.
No,
You said what?
Cody was mad.
He could be mad, but he was probably mad because he probably didn't do it on purpose. I'm like, I don't think Travis Scott got in the ring was like, yo, I'm purposely about to beat up Cody Rhodes.
No, he said he didn't do nothing because he can't. He under contract.
Right, exactly. So I know he couldn't hit him back, but at the same time, I'm like,
Right,
Cody Rhodes, even being upset with that, at the same time, you got to understand you in the ring with somebody who's not a wrestler for one. For two, you signed up for it. So at the end of the day, if this person messes up or slips up, that's your fault because you should have never been in agreement with it. So that's it. So you can be mad, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, you shouldn't have let him be in there.
Right, but you can't afford for him to go about beating him up out of wedge because they're trained professionals. Then he gets sued. If Clay went into business for himself and be a Travis Scott, he would get sued for that.
He would have got sued forever for that.
Yeah,
exactly.
But if you notice, Cody did get his payback.
But he treated him safely though.
Yeah, he treated him safely, but he did that crossroads a little bit harder than he'll usually do anybody else. You can tell.
Supposed to.
But that crossword, that crosswords really don't But that crosswords really don't hurt though. I didn't did that crosswords to so many my nephews. Them joints don't hurt. There's no proper way for it to actually hurt.
Exactly.
That's why I'm like, nah. If I would have punched him in his face before I did the crossroads. Then I'd be like, all right, I got him back.
Me too.
So it's right there. Why didn't you tell me to go on this one? This is weird.
Me too. I won't hold back either. But when he did the crossroads, he hit that move very safely over Travis. It didn't hurt. And if it did hurt, it's probably because maybe Travis may have landed head first into that ring canvas because that ring canvas is made out of, I want to say wood. You're talking about taking that bump. So
no, it's not made out of wood.
He hit him harder than. But other than that, no.
That ain't wood. That's all steel down there.
Steel where?
What it is, where he
underneath the ring.
He took that bump. He took that bump. The bump's probably gonna hurt a whole lot more than the move actually itself. Because I saw the move. Cody didn't hit that move hard like that. He didn't.
That's not. Yeah, that's not steel there. I used to think that it was springs under there. Ain't no padding and none of that.
I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to. I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to go. Baby, you show it, that's for real. To me. And I can't keep it low-key. See, everything you do to me is crazy. 2 to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your boy back, they all run like sawmill. This beat was just sent to me, this was a fresh kill.